There's only one car maker to which this big gaping mouth of a grille can belong. Oui, c'est Peugeot. Or Peugeot to you and me. And this is the all-new replacement for the French company's best-selling model ever, the 206. You guessed it, it's the 207. Like most next-generation models, the 207 is bigger than its predecessor. But how much bigger? Well, it's 5.5 centimetres taller, it's 6.5 centimetres wider, and it's a whole 20 centimetres longer. The 207 steps up in interior quality and is also better equipped than the 206. For example, standard features on this 31490 GT version include 17-inch 10-spoke alloys, dual-zone climate control, comfortable leather sports seats, directional headlights that peer around corners in the dark. Now there's also this big panoramic sunroof which lets in loads of light into the cabin. Until the GTI model arrives later this year, this GT is the 207 range's creme de la creme. What better model then to find out if bigger means better? The 207 GT has some respectable performance numbers. It accelerates from standstill to 100 in 8.1 seconds and has a top speed of 210 k's. The 1.6 litre turbocharged GT is even frugal, with a claimed fuel economy of 7 litres per 100 k's. The 206 sold like hot croissants in Europe, but its popularity had more to do with its urban chic Euro styling than being an ooh-la-la driving experience. On these flowing country roads, the 207 is actually a really good drive as well, and it's supported by a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine. There's a really good surge through the mid-range from about 3,000 to 5,000 RPM. That engine up front is the product of a joint venture between Peugeot and BMW. It's also fitted to the new Mini Cooper S. BMW builds brilliant engines, so the good news is that the Germans were responsible for designing this 1.6. It's a pity then that the French engineers didn't do such a good job, because while the 207 has quite a good chassis, it's clear that Peugeot suspension engineers didn't test this car on the famous cobbled roads of France. The ride quality, unless you're on baby smooth bitumen, is noisy and it's really busy. Then there's the steering. It's too light for my liking, and there's also this annoying electric assistance around the straight ahead. It's like the 207 thinks it knows how to steer better than you. And despite this 207 model being called a GT, which stands for Grand Tourisme or Grand Touring, cruise control is a $250 option on a car costing $31,490. Sacre bleu! So the 207 is the small car with a big mouth. And while the GT is a pretty good car, I have a feeling that the even hotter GTI model that comes soon will have even more to shout about.